The print media program brings students into a rigorous 2-year, 60-credit program where they focus on increasing their professional practice in prints. They're allowed to go through a multidisciplinary approach to making.
Craft, collaboration, community. Those are three big parts of what we really strive for and teach.
Is a little bit different than just a specific printmaking program. Print media is utilizing whatever the multiple as a matrix, and then how they extend it from there to make a design work or fine art work.
Craft itself, we focus on getting students to really hone in on the idea of what craft means within making, within presenting, within teaching.
Craftsmanship means more a dedication and willingness to push yourself to create a well-made object. Craft pushed to its utmost.
A lot of us are with a background and good skills with a printmaking degree, but we're able to just really hone in and fine-tune our use of materials as well as our printmaking processes.
They are not only working with a personal standard, but almost universal standard they have to learn.
Collaboration is also a really important part of the Print Media MFA program, not just in terms of the students working with each other and their cohort, but also working with outside artists in helping them to print their work.
So Watershed is our fine art publishing research center. It was designed to bring the real world aspect of publishing, research, and professional practice into the classroom.
Yeah, I think working with artists, it's almost like an apprenticeship or an internship, like working with, well, anywhere. You know, you get the professionalism and you get the focus that I think gets lost in art school.
And in that case, they collaborate with a lot of not only local but also national, international artists. Right now we have a show, Joe Fettleson. His work is produced in here, and then he was working with 2 graduate students.
Often the artists, when they come to work with us, we get to have one-on-one studio visits with them, and that has just been absolutely integral to my growth. A variety of artists working in different means, different concepts, getting their eyes on my work allowed me to practice how I talk about my art, but also get amazing feedback and advice and push my work forward.
Working with an individual artist and having to kind of support them through a process that is really kind of getting deep inside how they make things and be a creative person that gives insight into creative practice that's so unique that just is very special.
Well, I mean, because if you look at collaboration broadly, for me, it means also working with the people in the community and reaching out. Printmaking has a really, really deep and rich history in activism.
We have a big commitment to social justice and working with other groups to use printmaking as a form to raise awareness about disenfranchised people or issues that we think are important.
We have such a lovely studio here in Portland that we're able to provide our facilities for a variety of organizations like Don't Shoot PDX. The community of the print people in general, BFA, the faculty, and the MFA, are always intermingling and always coming together. There's a lot of things that I learned from the undergrad students, and they learn from us as well.
Print making is our kind of foundation, but we kind of moved forward with the idea of print media. Print media kind of encapsulates a much broader idea of what print can be.
Anyone who wants to really focus on printmaking should apply to this program, but in addition, there's a lot of flexibility to do other things with the multiple.
We are open to ceramics, to metal, to paper making, to however they want to express their idea of print in the world and in their practice.
But printmaking medium is not the only learning process. Use that medium to collaborate with the existing concept.
So I feel like that is really pushing the boundaries of print. It's not just something on paper, in a frame, on a wall. It is about the multiple, it's about the iterative process of things, of making a print.
We encourage innovation, experimentation, and pushing the limits of the traditional media in new contemporary forms.
I think that's its biggest strength, is this interdisciplinary approach to printmaking, how we view multiples and the addition as being not just printed objects, but also as objects that are sculptural.
And using traditional skills and techniques and craft as a foundation, then broaden their horizons by really just pushing the elements in the media to see what we can do with them. And that's very important to us.
We have really kind of focused on this one-to-one aspect of having mentorships. Students meet with skilled faculty and technicians and artists on a weekly basis that you wouldn't get out of just kind of a traditional academic program.
People ask me, it's like, what do you think I would get out of the program, or what do you think about the program? And I think with a graduate program, a lot of it depends on what the student wants to get.
Yeah, so they have to bring something to the table. You know, we've got all of this stuff here for them, but they need to also have that curiosity and that drive and that interest in, you know, pursuing their idea. So it's on them as well.
It really is one of the best programs I've seen in terms of like a really, really well-functioning studio that's supportive. You have everything you need in these studios, and it allows you a lot of freedom to work on whatever you want.
You come out of it with this amazing set of professional skills, ready to work at a professional print studio or a publishing studio or teach. But you also come away with almost endless amounts of skills and know-how and the ability to tap into materials or processes that you didn't think you would. That'll just be so evolutionary for everyone's practice.